Our next guest is Christopher Sean. He is a voice actor, among many other things.
Is it here?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hold up a seat.
Oosa!
So how's it going today?
Oh,
I'll have to grab a
man.
mic. There you go.
Oh, today's going great. Are you winning?
No, Greg was playing this, and I don't know if he was winning. So,
Oh,
but
man.
it's Greg, so probably not. He
it
says he was winning.
looks like he's losing, actually. That's crazy. No, I'm kidding. No, that still looks fun. That's awesome.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. Your eyes match your shirt, and that's a beautiful color, which means...
Totally did that. So how are you enjoying the convention?
This is my 5th year, Midwest Gaming Classic. I come every year. I've made some good friends like those guys there, Corey, wife, daughter. That's Wisconsin car stars. They're amazing. They're also cosplay as Nightwing and Batgirl and Harley Quinn. They're incredible friends of mine. Yeah, this is one of my favorite shows I do every year, and because it's very family, it's very community, and I'm a huge gamer.
Okay.
So this is my world, man.
So that was on my list. Let's cover that quick. What do you play?
Right now it's Arc Raiders. I'm gooping. I'm having a good time. I love the extraction game. It's fun. Fortnite. I play. One of my favorite games is Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy Tactics, Elder Scrolls Online. I like MMORPGs, but I also like sometimes. I started playing Dragon Quest Remastered 7, which is pretty cool. I just beat the remaster of Super Mario RPG.
Nice.
And Secret of Mana is one of my favorite games too.
So you do a little bit of old and a little bit of new, huh?
Yeah, a little bit of everything. Games. We like playing video games. That's why we're here, right?
Yeah, that's the whole convention, pretty much, right? Yeah. So you do both live and voice live and voice acting. Do you prefer one over the other, and how is it different between the two?
It's a great question. So, I've been acting for 22 years. I've been on a soap opera for on and off 12 years. I've done over 350 episodes on Days of Our Lives. I was the main antagonist of Hawaii 5-0. I did the show You on Netflix. NCISLA, some pretty fun projects. However, voiceover is kind of a different playground. You get to embody these different characters. I was Nightwing. I'm the lead of Star Wars Resistance. Ultraman. We just won 3 Emmys for Ultraman.
Yes, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Did you ever think you'd be an Emmy winner in your life?
Yeah.
Or something you strive to do?
You know what? I'm that crazy person where I'm extremely optimistic and delusionally optimistic, where I believe success is going to happen. And so I put on my vision board, and life continues to be successful when you believe the truth. Because you can see life negatively, you can see life positively. Either way, you're right. So I choose to believe wholeheartedly in magic and success.
Yeah. Positive attitude can be huge. Absolutely. Yeah. So 350 episodes a day there was? Something like that?
Days of Our Lives, yeah. 350 plus, yeah.
350 plus. How do you, if you get a script for like a movie or like a voice acting job, you probably have a little bit of time to work with it. Whereas when you're doing like a soap opera like that, it's got to be pretty quick, right? Like, how do you handle a situation like that?
I really just, these are my friends and family here.
Hi.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming by.
I just call them and go, what do you guys think about this script? And they go, boo. And I go, I'm not doing this. No, actually, I get about a week in advance. Most actors will get about a week to study, to memorize. I do it the night before because retention's going at my age. But I do it the night before, I memorize, and then on the day when we're getting ready to film, sometimes you get pink scripts, or pink sheets, or blue sheets, or whatever, and they're like, okay, new script, here, get your 5-page monologue memorized in 20 minutes, So sometimes it's a little hectic, other times you just roll with the punches, and you do it long enough. Like I say, it's just like a muscle. I don't expect anyone to go into the gym and know how to do something right off the bat. You have to get experience.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. When you are the director's pretty lenient towards that, like, do you have to do everything verbatim when you memorize your script, or can you kind of take your own touch to it?
It's a great question.
I'm trying.
There are writers who are extremely poignant about being verbatim. And then there are directors, I was on set once, I memorized this full-page monologue, and I get to set, and I'm like ready to rock, and the director goes, I don't really like the writing, so just do what you want. And I was like, no, I like the writing, and I prepared for it, can we try it? So we film it, he's like, I like that, we'll keep it. Moving on. So, it just depends on the person, and the show, and the movie.
What's been your favorite character that you've brought to life through your voice acting or acting period?
My favorite character is myself, just being weird me.
Sure.
No.
Well, I mean, no, but you take a character and you make it you, right? So like it's an extension of you, so to speak, right?
Well, every character you can only really do what you know, right? It is an extension of self. So I will, let's say if emotions are color values, I'll bring up my blues more for certain characters, or bring up my reds, my anger, or my depression, whatever it might be. These are all just what I know in life. So if I always say, if you want to be an actor, if you want to be a person that is eclectic, then you have to travel, you have to experience things. You can't just sit in your room and not live life. Through acting, I get to experience life through many channels and many perspectives. However, I think it's important for you to get out and meet people and learn from them. And when you do that, you just become more well-rounded as a person in general, and that really helps my acting.
Sure. Always learning, right?
Always learning. And if you're not, it's Kaizen, right? It's a Japanese philosophy that every day you're getting 1% better.
I've never heard that, but that is awesome.
Yeah,
that's great. Have you had a favorite character that you've done over the years?
Your best friend. That's my favorite character. No, Ultraman.
Okay.
I mean, Ultraman was just literally my story and just kind of slightly rearranged in ways. And I mean, Ultraman's Asia's most iconic superhero. I grew up watching him in Japan on TV, never thinking that a half Japanese, half American could portray one of Asia's most iconic superheroes.
Sure.
And here we are, I'm on stage and I'm giving a speech saying thank you, you know, for allowing us to win an Emmy.
Life is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So as a kid, did you have video game systems? Did you play anything growing up?
Yeah, I started on Atari, and literally Nintendo, Super Nintendo, 64, every iteration of Nintendo all the way, and then we jumped to PlayStation, and 1 to 5. I'm probably not gonna get the 6. No, I'll get the 6. Yeah, I mean, a little bit of everything. I do VR, all of it. I play video games. I love them. It's what I do. It's my escapism from the stresses of Hollywood.
Sure. You said you grew up in Japan. Did you have a Famicom then?
Super Famicom. Yeah. But I lived in Japan little bits here and there.
Okay.
You know, we would visit my family, my mom's side of the family, my grandma, my grandparents, my cousins, and when we would visit, we'd sit down, and whether we were sumo wrestling in our underwear or we were playing video games, or watching TV, that's what we do. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So if you could reprise one character, TV role, voice acting role, whatever it would be, what would you pick?
Ultraman.
Still Ultraman, huh?
Or Hawaii Five-0.
Okay.
I love playing the bad guy.
Yeah.
So in Hawaii Five-0, I was the main antagonist for seasons 5 and 6. And I was introduced in season 4, and that was fun. Running around playing a bad guy, because as a bad guy, you kind of do what you want. You can kick doors in, and they're like, well, that wasn't really scripted. You're like, I don't care.
Sure.
You're like, all right, yes sir, yeah.
So I'm a big wrestling fan. I've always heard wrestlers say it's a lot easier to play a heel than a face. Do you find that true in acting too? Is it easier to play the bad guy?
Well, the bad guy,
it's more fun.
You're allowed to be more eccentric. You can really do more as a bad guy. Well, as a good guy, you have limitations. A good guy can only follow the rules. Well, the bad guy's meant to break them, right? So that's kind of a way of looking at them. And the fun thing is, how can I be creative in breaking the rules as the bad guy? What fun things can I think of that, like, if I were a bad guy now, I'd be thinking, like, am I gonna throw all this stuff off the table? Am I gonna, stone cold stun you? I don't know, right? Like, these are the things you think about, right? As a good guy, my goal is just to maintain balance. So it's a lot easier to play a bad guy than it is, a good guy. And it's more fun to play a bad guy. So yeah, it's a lot easier, more fun to play the heel, if you will.
Yeah, for sure. I see you brought a book up here. What's this?
Oh, this is just my kid's book.
Aww.
It's just a simple, cool, awesome kid's book that the world deserves.
Well, tell me about it.
It's basically Axel the Draxolotl.
Okay.
It's about a dragon axolotl mix, because I'm half Japanese, half white, and it's a new kid who goes to school, because my dad was in the Navy and I was always a new kid. And it's about learning how to fit in. How do you fit in a world where everyone keeps saying, just be yourself, when you're not Asian enough to be Asian, you're not white enough to be white? Well, where do you fit in? And especially when you're new in school, you feel so small, and it's learning to just be yourself. And that question is challenging. I mean, if you ask yourself, what makes me happy? What do I enjoy? What makes me me? As a kid, that's a really challenging thing to really kind of rattle in your brain, right? So the book is about, it basically explains how Axel learns to be himself. And it gives the secrets of the universe, so you probably want it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely they do. So you probably can't tell me if you got anything coming up, but can you?
You know, I can say I love DC. I can say I love NetEase. I can say Sega headquarters is really cool in Japan. I can say some cool stuff like that. You know, I can say there's a Dr. Pepper commercial coming out pretty soon here. That's really gonna be awesome. There's a movie with David Duchovny that's gonna be really cool called Silkdish that's coming out. I don't know. These are cool things that I've heard about, right?
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
That's 30 minutes?
Probably not. That's okay.
What the?
Unless there's anything else you want to talk about, we can talk about.
Yeah, I wanna just say thanks to Extra Life for doing so much for the children. It's a really important cause. So if you can donate, please do. Every life matters, and especially children's lives. They have so much to live for, and their genuine heart, and if you can just give just a little bit, and a little bit goes a long way, especially for these people who need help.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
It was so nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you also.
Yes, congratulations again.
Awesome. These are all my friends. They're all plants.
Hey, yeah, whatever works, right?